Now, to formally begin our event for this afternoon, it's my pleasure to introduce you to the guest of honor for today's event, Senior Parliamentary Secretary, Madam Rahayu Mahzam. As Senior Parliamentary Secretary of the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Law, as well as during her former tenure as Parliamentary Secretary of the Ministry of Communications and Information, Madam Rahayu has made commendable contributions towards championing digital well-being and societal welfare for Singaporeans. Therefore, we are deeply honoured to invite her now to kickstart today's event by delivering the keynote address. Madam Rahayu, please.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Professor Chen Suhan, the NUS Deputy President of Innovation and Enterprise, Professor Lee Mong Lee, Director, NUS Centre for Trusted Internet and Community, Professor Audrey Yu, Deputy Director, CITIC, co-principals, investigators of the Digital Wellbeing Framework, partners of the Digital Wellbeing Framework, and colleagues. I am very, very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. It's very nice to be able to see familiar faces, especially in person, because I think in my past life as Parliamentary Secretary at MCI, I had a lot of discussions with some of you and through online spaces. So I'm very happy to be invited to this meaningful event. And I am truly honoured to witness a very important milestone, the launch of the Living Well Digitally platform and assessment tool. Today we address a topic that is very important, digital well-being. And in Singapore, our lives are just deeply intertwined with digital technologies. With one of the highest rates of connectivity in the world, our daily activities are mediated through many digital platforms. While this high level of connectivity offers opportunities and great convenience, we must also be mindful of the challenges that it poses to our physical and mental well-being. So today, it is about living well digitally, and I think it's definitely an important aspect of our lives. For parents and educators in our midst, much of what we do have to do with understanding how best to support our children's online activities with the aid of technology. But how do we do so effectively if we ourselves do not understand the apps and platforms that they use, as well as the available tools that are there to keep them safe? And it is not just our children who are at risk. With the advent of emerging technologies like AI, all of us are exposed to new capabilities that can profoundly influence our lives and shape our thinking. We were talking about algorithms earlier on. But at the same time, AI can amplify issues such as misinformation, disinformation, and also cyberbullying. I was actually at a dialogue session with ITE students yesterday, and I was really affected by how common cyberbullying is, and how they have taken it to be quite commonplace and also a norm in their daily living. So I think we need to look at how we can do better. While the government continues to strengthen online safety regulations to protect our citizens, these measures must be complemented by public education. MCI and IMDA have been working with partners from the people, private and public sectors, also known as 3P, to enhance online safety of Singapore users, especially our youth. For example, MCI works with tech companies such as Google, Meta, ByteDance and X to launch an online safety digital toolkit in March 2023 for parents. Separately, the Media Literacy Council, or MLC, comprising representatives from the 3P sectors, has produced educational resources to equip parents with knowledge and tools to keep their children safe online and guide them to be responsible users of digital technologies. As a step up of existing efforts, IMDA has also rolled out new bite-sized materials to support parents in guiding their children to navigate the online world more safely and responsibly. It is also meaningful to have conversations with different parties through platforms like today's event to discuss how we can promote an awareness and understanding of digital well-being among more Singaporeans. Whether you identify as a parent, an educator, or a tech practitioner, it is crucial that we think about our approach and relationship with technologies in a mindful way. I'm delighted to join the team in launching the Living Well Digitally Online publicly today. This was based on the Digital Wellbeing Indicator Framework, DWIF, which the web tool is based on, and has been developed and validated through workshops and inputs from policymakers, experts and stakeholders from MCI, MOE, IMDA, NLB, Touch Community Services, as well as through the panel discussions and workshops from our Digital Wellbeing Symposium 2023, with stakeholders and panelists from tech corporations like Meta, Twitter and ByteDance. We hope that this toolkit will add the range of resources under the Digital for Life movement to educate, engage, and empower Singaporeans to strengthen their digital well-being and resilience. I actually did the digital well-being assessment earlier, and my score is 61 over 100. I think that's not too bad. I'm the screen sorcerer, you see, so I think I'm okay, but I think I can do better. So we all may come from different backgrounds, but we share a common interest and responsibility in building a society where digital well-being is a priority for everyone. We are really exposed to a lot of these things, a lot of things we can't control, but I have very strong belief that with the good people in this room, we can actually shape it better for our use, for people who are exposed to some of these vulnerabilities. So on this journey, definitely the government cannot work single-handedly. It must partner all relevant stakeholders to tap into their expertise and capacity. So please continue to show the support for Digital for Life national movement, which brings together a variety of partners to help citizens of all ages and all walks of life embrace digital learning as a lifelong pursuit. And I can tell you that on the ground, the work that you do and how it translates to daily living to people on the ground, I think it's very impactful because, on a daily basis, I interact with youths, with elderly, people who get scammed, people who are shaped by things they read and consume and think they know a lot of things, but they actually don't, and they're getting sources from false, getting information from false sources. And I think these are things that we can make a difference in, and I do hope we continue to work together on this. And I understand that moving forward, CITIC intends to bring real-life applications into fruition, so I think that's an amazing effort. There are plans to conduct a series of training and public education programs for social workers, teachers, members of the public, and train key stakeholders as digital wellbeing ambassadors who will bring these messages to their communities. And that's the whole point, right? The academic studies, the work that we do, what we want to see is a delta in how lives are improved and how we can better protect our people. I also learned that Professor Zhang Renwen and Professor Lim Yiping have embarked on ongoing work package involving digital well-being and smartphone sensing in Singapore. At the same time, Prof. Zhang, Prof. Lim and Prof. Pang are exploring partnership with non-profit organizations like SG Her Empowerment or SHE to develop projects on digital well-being for women as well as digital employment and future of work. I'm confident that the team will see success in these endeavors and hope to see implementation of the efforts at the community level soon. So I would like to once again congratulate the team, Prof. Audrey Ye, Prof. Natalie Pang, Prof. Zhang Renwen, Prof. Park Yu Yun, and Prof. Lim Yipang on your outstanding research work and contributions to strengthening the digital well-being of our people. Many thanks also to partners here today, Touch Community Services, Meta, X, ByteDance, Digital Wellness Institute, DQ Institute, IPS, and my colleagues from MCI, IMDA, MOE, and NLB. I think that's the beauty also of the platforms that we have in Singapore. It need not be a we versus you type of situation. It is about working together and having a win-win solution for our community. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I really look forward to the discussions today. Thank you.